EastEnders airs dramatic Bianca and Sonia clash in early iPlayer release. The sisters are at war. EastEnders has aired a dramatic clash between Bianca Jackson and Sonia Fowler in the show's latest episode. Bianca and Sonia have been trying to rebuild their lives after Reese Colwell's death and the pain he subjected them both to, including Bianca's kidnap and Sonia's prison stint. While Sonia has been busy with her new baby Julia, Bianca has faced her own struggles and is experiencing panic attacks when recalling what she has been through. This wasn't helped by Mo's suggestion that she was responsible for Martin's death. But Kat managed to cheer her up by reminding her of her strength. In today's episode, Bianca promised to clean the house and to pick Sonia up from the hospital later. George and Elaine told her that Kojo would be happy to help her tidy up if she took him to Beale's Eels afterwards. The pair finished cleaning, but when Kojo wanted to get lunch, Bianca made excuses as to why they shouldn't go out. When she tried to leave the house, she got overwhelmed and changed her mind. They instead had an emotional chat in the house and Bianca opened up about her panic attacks. But Sonia came home and was furious that her sister hadn't collected her from the hospital. Kat later paid Bianca a visit and realized that she was scared of going outside. She encouraged her friend to be honest and tell Sonia that she was struggling. Bianca took her advice and reached out, explaining to Sonia that she was finding it hard to move on from Reese. However, Sonia wasn't very understanding of her ordeal and argued that she had been through a lot too. Tensions grew between the sisters, and Bianca told Sonia that she should have listened to her concerns about Reese months ago, blaming her for what has happened. As the row escalated, Sonia slapped Bianca before storming out of the house. Is there a way back for the warring sisters? Grateful, EastEnders legend says, bye-bye, as exit nears. The actress has had several guest stints on the BBC soap over the last year, but it looks like her time back in the role is coming to an end. Patsy, who first appeared on the show back in 1993, shared a post on her Instagram stories on Monday saying goodbye to Bianca. Bye-bye B, she wrote alongside a picture of her in the role. Always grateful to see her again, she added. Patsy's original EastEnders stint lasted 6 years until her exit in 1999. She returned as Bianca in 2008 for another 6 years before making a guest appearance in 2019. It comes after Patsy and on-screen sister Natalie Cassidy, who plays Sonia Fowler, had a joint leaving do over the weekend. Patsy's husband Richard Merkel also flew over from their home in LA to be with her. Sharing a picture of them on the dance floor, she wrote, "Reunited with my Richard Merkel and it feels so good, thanks to all my beautiful at BBC EastEnders family for a wonderful few months of love and history making. Honored to have been part of it. At Nakas one I'll miss my sis. Next step, Nat and Pat, 4EVER." Natalie is also leaving EastEnders 32 years after her debut as Sonia. It looks like she has also filmed her final scenes too, as Natalie shared a new look on Instagram on Monday. She revealed she'd washed Sonia right out of her hair, dyeing it a lighter shade of brown. "New hair, don't care," she wrote. While Bianca and Sonia are currently at loggerheads on screen, there is speculation the characters will leave together over the coming weeks. Both have been through the mill thanks to twisted killer Reese Colwell. After Reese smothered his comatose wife Debbie to death last year, he let fiancée Sonia take the fall for her murder, and held Bianca hostage when she later uncovered the truth. Both Sonia and Bianca then saw Reese die before their very eyes when a bathtub fell on him in the aftermath of the Queen Vic explosion last month, just as Sonia was going into labor with their baby. With Reese now dead and a new start on the horizon, will the sisters get a happy ending? For EastEnders spoilers for next week between Monday the 10th to Thursday the 13th of March 2025, Nicola panics. Tommy reveals his secret and Kathy kisses Harvey. 1. The walls close in on Nicola. With the walls closing in on Nicola, the pressure of her secret coming out is very real. In a bid to get away from Zach and Walford in general, Nicola tries to book a trip away to Spain. but Teddy refuses to go. Tensions escalate later on when Sharon gets involved after an unusual interaction with Zach and has it out with Nicola in front of Teddy. Harry and Barney, who are unaware as to why everyone's so heated. Will Nicola be able to keep her secret safe for much longer? 2. Harvey and Kathy grow closer. Harvey wants to take Arthur to the football, but Jean shuts down the idea, later revealing she's overwhelmed by everything going on in life at the moment. As Jean pushes him away while he attempts to help her, Harvey finds comfort with Kathy in the cafe. Later on, Kathy hosts an event in the cafe to encourage the men in Wolford to open up on how they're feeling. And she shares a sweet moment with Harvey as well. Harvey tries to get Kathy to prepare the food for Martin's funeral, but is put out when Jean reveals that Ruby's already sorted it. Kathy and Harvey later head for a picnic at the allotments, but one thing leads to another and the pair kiss. Will they leave it at that? Or is there more romance on the horizon? 3. Tommy reveals all. Kat is struggling in the wake of Tommy's latest outburst, but a conversation with Mo gives her a moment of clarity. Alfie also encourages Kat to open up to Tommy, and the mother and son head to the cafe to chat about how they are both really feeling. Kat panics later on when she finds Tommy alone with the twins, while the twins are fine. Tommy unfortunately shuts down when he realizes how little faith his mum has in him. Fully apologetic, Kat buys Tommy a new games console, which he boots up immediately so he can chat to his friend. Later on, Kat is keen to know more about this mysterious friend of Tommy's, and reads some of the messages they've been sending to each other. Alfie gets Kat to speak to Tommy, who finally lets slip the details of this unknown figure. While Kat struggles to come to terms with what it all means, Avani overhears the conversation and gives the information to Nugget and Denzel, who use it to their advantage against Tommy. 4. Sonia has a decision to make. Bianca worries for Sonia, who is clearly struggling in the aftermath of the Queen Vic destruction. And with Reese's funeral on the horizon, Sonia has a decision to make. Kathy and Bianca have a chat, and in a surprising move, Bianca tries to convince Sonia to go. What will Sonia do? Yet another character return confirmed for EastEnders' funeral. There's an unexpected return in EastEnders ahead of Reese Colwell's funeral next week. The twisted killer died when a bathtub fell on him following the Queen Vic explosion last month after his crimes finally caught up with him. Over the last year, he had smothered his comatose wife Debbie to death, let fiancée Sonia Fowler take the fall for her murder, and then took Sonia's sister Bianca Jackson hostage when she uncovered the truth. Following Debbie's death, we were introduced to her parents Brenda and Hugh Collins, with Brenda in particular winning over fans with her barbed put-downs and hatred of Reese. Well, next week she's back in Albert Square to visit Sonia, who is struggling to come to terms with recent events. She has decided not to attend Reese's funeral, who is due to be buried on Thursday. Words of encouragement from Bianca and Kathy Cotton fail to convince her otherwise. But she is shocked when Brenda knocks at number 25. As the pair then share a heart-to-heart about everything has happened. Will Brenda help Sonia get the closure she needs? Or is she still convinced Sonia had a hand in Debbie's death? Elsewhere on the square, preparations are also ongoing for Martin Fowler's funeral, following his death in the aftermath of last month's explosion. As Jean Slater shuts partner Harvey Monroe out, he gets closer to Kathy, and encourages her to do the catering for the event. However, it turns out Ruby Allen has already found someone else to do it. With Martin's loved ones at odds with what they all want, will he get the send-off he deserves? We already know that Martin and Sonia's daughter Bex Fowler will be returning to say goodbye to her dad. She will also be joined by Martin's niece Vicky Fowler, but she doesn't arrive back in Wolford alone.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của EastEnders Spoiler TV. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại bạn.